Got another super chat from John Perez, my guy JP. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I can't praise the culture change enough since Ron has taken over. No more leaks to the media, no more bad coaching, no more nonsense in the front office. I can say this. Things have gotten a lot tighter. However, I can't co-sign that there hasn't been leaks. There have been strategic leaks, and that's also a byproduct of an organization that's starting to button up because you get the information out there that you want out there. The best organizations don't allow any leaks, but the Dwayne Haskins, he isn't working hard. He isn't the first guy in, last guy to leave. That was strategically done by Ron and his group to justify Ron benching him after the first 4 weeks of the season. So there's still leaks coming out of the building, but it's leaks that they want out. Not like when Bruce Allen was here and shit was just leaky everywhere. That's not the case, where there were, guys backstabbing one another and information getting out that they didn't want out. That's not the case anymore. So from that perspective, you're spot on. We've talked about the culture change. I've praised Ron. It's the reason I came up with the Ron's plan concept, because it's not just about changing the culture from a standpoint of, the players in the locker room. It's about the mindset, and not just the players in the locker room, but also us fans. We've been beat up for a really long time, man. We've been beat up. We've been the punching bag of this organization. And yet we continued to support. We continued to root for the team, despite being literally spat on year after year, begging for Bruce Allen to be fired, begging for change, and them essentially looking us dead in our face and saying, shut up, you know nothing, root for the team, do your one job and root for the team and shut up. And after a while, that gets old, and that's how people become apathetic. And so it's refreshing to have a coach kind of go back to the Joe Gibbs 1.0 way of thinking, which is, hey, we need all, 47,000 of y'all to be out there rooting for us, as Joe used to say, back in the days of RFK, when he would make the fans feel like they were the most important, pieces of the cog, when we were in our heyday winning Super Bowls. If you're not all there against the Arizona Cardinals, we can't win. Ron is kind of getting back to that. Like, hey, we need you guys there. We need your support. And it sounds good, but last year there were no fans. So I don't know. There is no gauge right now, because I want you guys to understand this. We're in our little bubble. When we're here on the Louie T Network, when you're listening to Ed Oliver on his show, or Rico on his show, or when you're on one of these channels, my guy Tones over at Protect Sports Network, or you're over at Nadi's channel, and when you're watching one of these shows, my guy Sanchez, you're in a bubble. You're insulated. You're amongst fans that care. So everybody's like, yeah, this is cool. That's cool. This is great. Awesome. Yada, yada, yada. It's the same thing that used to get Daniel Snyder and Bruce Allen in trouble every year, because they thought that the Harvest Fest crowd was representative of the rest of the fan base. They love us. We're close. And those fans would go to these events and they would tell them how they love the organization and how you guys are doing a great job. And they would fall for the banana in the tailpipe every goddamn year. And instead of listening to us fans, the diehards out here who are telling them, no, this is bullshit, this isn't good enough, they were listening to the people that would be at Harvest Fest, the people that would show up for the draft party. They were listening to that crowd. And so you can fall into the trap of thinking, oh, shit's sweet. We're going to find out week 1, Los Angeles Chargers, FedEx Field, just how much of Ron's plan is really resonating. We're going to find out just how many people are back on board. We feel really good about this culture change. And everything points to the arrow going upwards. The trajectory is up, right? However, we think everyone's back on board. We think that people are feeling good about this organization because Condoleezza feels good, because JP feels good, because Kev feels good, Metaphor feels good, my guy DCJ feels good, because all of these people feel good. We think that, hey, shit's sweet. My guy BD feels good. Colton Wheeler feels good. But what about all the other people that got lost along the way? That's the question. So we think Ron's plan and this culture change and all, we're going to find out. Because if we get to week 1 and there are 35 or 40% Chargers fans, shit hasn't changed. Same shit, different toilet. New season, same damn problems. Not enough fans in the stands. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to bitch and complain and moan about it and gripe about it because I'm not doing my part. So I can't be the one to point the finger. It's got to be one of y'all out there that points the finger, that are going to these games and that are going to support by showing up in the stands. I can't do that. I can only say, hey, man, a lot of damn powder blue jerseys in the stands. A lot of Chargers fans making some noise. I can say that, but I can't complain about it. I can't bitch about it. I can't make a big stink about it. I can acknowledge it, but I'm not sitting in the stands. I can acknowledge that. So what I'm saying is we're going to find out, because right now we have no home field advantage. I very vividly remember the 2018 season, Alex Smith's first year here in Washington. We go on the road. We beat the Arizona Cardinals, and very handily, I might add. Adrian Peterson's on his roster. There's reason for excitement. We got a quarterback that's led the Chiefs to the playoffs the last 3-4 years straight, division crowns, solid quarterback, not a guy that's going to knock your socks off. You were crying and complaining you didn't want Kirk Cousins here. Oh, Kirk stinks. Can't win the big game. He's a choker. Throws too many picks in clutch situations. Okay, well, you got yourself captain check down now. God is going to take care of the football. Got you a future Hall of Fame running back, Adrian Peterson. We go to Arizona and we dominate those boys. Put their dick in the dirt. And we come home to an Indianapolis Colts beatdown with a Colts crowd at FedEx Field. Filled to probably 45% capacity, with 20% of that being Indianapolis Colts fans. What? Where they do that at? It ain't the Giants or the Eagles or the Cowboys fans coming in and infiltrating. It's the damn Indianapolis Colts fans coming in and taking over FedEx. You serious? Yeah. That's when I said, oh, shit's bad. It's real bad. So we're going to find out just how bought in the fan base really is. Because we've seen before, when this fan base believes, oh, we can fill up FedEx. Okay? I remember how raucous this crowd was in 2012 when we got hot with Robert Griffin III. Hell, before we got hot with Robert Griffin III. You remember the run against the Minnesota Vikings when he takes off? He's electrifying. Jumps into the crowd. You remember how crazy the building was that day against the Vikings? We weren't hot yet. You remember those games late down the stretch? Monday night versus the Giants? That crowd was stupid that night. Dumb. Then don't get me started on week 17, winner takes all against the damn Cowboys. That crowd was delirious. They can show up when they want to. You got to give them a reason. We feel like Ron is doing that. But is he really? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So I'm with you, JP. Can't praise the culture change enough. But we're going to see how many people are truly bought in. Truly bought in. So thank you for the super chat. JP.